In my smart home, I'm using quite a few different smart home hubs to unlock full features of smart home devices. Well, in today's video, we're going to be checking out the Aqara M2 hub so that we can use the full power of the Aqara Smart Lock U100. Thanks to Aqara for sponsoring today's video. Let's get started. So now let's check out the Aqara Smart Lock U100. So this is an Apple Home and HomeKey compatible smart lock that requires Aqara Zigbee 3.0 hub for Matter. And then you can use it with Google Home, Amazon Alexa support, and full functionality. Built in, it has a high precision fingerprint reader, Apple Home and HomeKey support, auto lock and always open mode, up to 8 months of battery life with 4 AA batteries, easy installation, and remote passwords and unlock. Over here we have a few more specifications about it. One thing is the temperature, so I think that's negative 31 degrees Fahrenheit and up to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. So we shouldn't have any problem with that here. And lastly, what is required for this to work on your door? This only works with a single cylinder deadbolt lock, so not multiple cylinders like this. And then it has a back set of 2 3/8 inch and 2 3/4 inch. So you can actually adjust that. And you do need a PH1 screwdriver required for installation. And here is the lock. That looks pretty sweet. So this is the back plate that's going to go inside, and then it has the lock and unlock right there. And here we have the U100. So you have the different passcode you can put in. You have the fingerprint right there. There also is a key option under here if those don't work. And then you also have a USB-C backup option here if it does run out of battery. Here it comes with 2 Aqara keys. Those look pretty nice. And here is the deadbolt that will attach in between the back plate and the lock so that it can then automatically lock and unlock it. So let's go ahead, get it installed, then connect it to the app. Next, we're going to take the pry tool and pry off the back of the inside plate. It should pop off just like so, and that is where we'll attach the batteries. And on the back of this plate, you do have the user manual that you can access via QR code. Once we have the tail piece in, we can then check to make sure it is locking and unlocking smoothly. Now we can go ahead and place the knob back on. Still works. Place in the batteries.
Please use the app to add Aqara Smart Door Lock.
And now let's head back to the app. So to get this set up, I'm going to tap the plus here. I'm going to add accessory. And then here I'm going to go to door lock. And here we have the Smart Lock U100. We're going to tap there. Now that I've placed in the batteries, we're going to press the set key. Now I'm going to enter the code on the keypad. And now it has added successfully, and we can give this a name. So this we'll call basement door. And let's go ahead and add it into the office. And now it's showing what the info card is going to look like. So we have door lock. You could change the style there, and of course choose any other icon that you would like. And now we need to go ahead and add our first user. And so now here on the app, I need to add the PIN code I want to use. Type that in again.
Added successfully.
And now we can choose whose password this is. So let's go ahead and say that's me. And then we're going to add the fingerprint.
Continue capturing more fingerprint area. Added successfully. Owner password added successfully.
All right, that is now complete. And so you could add different fingers if you want as well. We now have the Aqara U100 set up, and there are so many different ways in which you can unlock this lock. And let me show them to you. First, we have the PIN code. So a 6 to 10 digit PIN code right on the outside. So all I have to do is press a button, then type in the PIN code. Push accept, it then unlocks it, and you can open the door. As soon as we shut it, then it locks the door. Next, you have fingerprint. All I have to do, come up, press my fingerprint, it unlocks the door so fast. Next, we have our phone. So you can remotely use the Aqara app to lock and unlock it. So here I just long press to unlock, and there it has unlocked. So if you lock the door and somebody else in the family doesn't have a PIN code or a fingerprint set up, or it's not working for you, you can simply just pull down right here to access the keyhole and use the included key to unlock the door. Then if you have Apple HomeKey, you can simply use your iPhone. Unlocks just like that. And that will also work on your Apple Watch. And then we have the various assistants. So you can use Apple Home, you can use Amazon Alexa, as well as Google Assistant to set routines to lock the lock, which is amazing. And then you can do all kinds of other things with those routines, and you have options as well in the Aqara app. So many ways in which you can use to lock and unlock this device. Let's check out more settings in the app. Here you can see that it is unlocked. It's showing the battery life, showing it's currently connected over Bluetooth. And then if I want to lock it, I can just long press this button to lock it. Just make sure your door is shut all the way so it can lock. And then here we have logs, so it can show you who logged in and unlocked it. So here it's showing me unlocking with fingerprint or unlocking with passcode and all of that. So there you have all the unlocked events and alerts, so any problems that have happened with the lock. Here you can create a one-time passcode, so you can then share this with somebody and they could have access to the door. So maybe the cleaners or somebody's coming over, the dog sitter or whoever. And then here, user management. So you can come in here and add up to 50 different users to be able to use their fingerprint or using a PIN code to unlock the door, which is really great. Here we have alert settings. So first we have the volume. So whenever you're operating it, it will beep and different things like that. Here you can adjust the volume from high all the way to low or mute. Next we have door not locked alarm. So you can turn on this alarm to notify you if the door has not been shut and locked. So if we turn that on, we can set the volume to medium. We can choose how long the alarm is going to go. You can go all the way up to 3 minutes. And then here we can choose how long until it times out. So this is how long until it stops beeping at you. And down here we have voice prompts. You can set it to high, medium, and low, and you can choose the language. So let me show you that alarm. Now, I really like that that's an option because if the kids leave the door open, it can then quickly notify you. Or if sometimes when you shut the door, it doesn't quite latch properly, it will notify you as well so that you can know that you need to go and fix it and then lock it properly. Next, we have failed attempt lockout. So if there are 10 errors within 10 minutes, the door will automatically be locked for 30 minutes. During lock period, it can only be unlocked by a key, Bluetooth, and a remote. Fingerprint, password, and NFC cannot be unlocked. So I think that's a great feature to have. Then you need to go and manually unlock it so that it can then work again. So if I try and unlock the door,
Door lock verification unavailable. Please try again later.
so there it has locked me out. And now that that is disabled, I can use my fingerprint again. Here we have the auto locking. So right now I have auto locking turned on beta, and this works pretty flawlessly. As soon as I close the door, within a second, it then is able to trigger that automatic lock. Then here you can also choose a certain time of day. So maybe during the day, you don't want it to auto lock because the kids are going in and out. If I want to, I can choose customize, and then I can say, let's have it's going to auto lock at night. So at 1900 hours until about 9 in the morning. So then during this time, the auto lock will be enabled. If you're using the door during the other times, it won't automatically lock the door every time you shut it. So let's try out the auto lock with closing the door. And there it locked. Then here you have swipe to lock. So after the door is open, you may touch the keyboard to lock immediately. So whenever you shut the door, you touch any key and it will automatically lock. Then here we have related devices. So under automations, we can choose to automatically lock the door every day. So we can have if, an automation start, a time start, an alert, weather, if we arrive at home. Let's go ahead and set leave. So you can set your location. So you go under locations and allow all the time. Got it. And now if we leave this certain area, then it's automatically going to lock the door. So there it's going to lock. so that I know whenever I leave the home, the door will be locked. And here is the always open mode.
Always unlocked mode is on.
So with always unlocked mode, it's not going to automatically lock the door. So if I open it, close it, and then it won't lock throughout the day. After the day is over, once I unlock the door from the inside, it then disables that mode.
Always unlocked mode is off.
Now let's go ahead and set up the Aqara Hub M2. This is going to allow smart home control. So it works with Apple HomeKit, Amazon Alexa, Google Home, and now it supports Matter. So we're going to get this connected and then bind the U100 lock to the Hub M2. Then here it says it is not bound to a hub. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go into the settings here and we're going to go paired hub and bind to a hub. So there it found the Hub M2.
Normal link confirmed. Please add accessory. Accessory added successfully.
And I like how the speaker on here and the speaker on the lock are talking and communicating on what is happening. Now under more settings, here we have the option to bind to Matter. So this is still under beta. If we tap on here, then it gives us our Matter code. So I'm going to copy that code and then I can enter that into wherever I'm going to connect Matter, whether it be Apple HomeKit, Google Home, or Amazon Alexa. So let's go ahead and do that in Google Home right now. So I just need to go to the Devices tab, Add, and then I need to add a new device, choose the home I want to connect to, and it already found the Hub M2. Perfect. So we're going to tap Continue. We're going to set up with the QR code, and I'm just going to paste it right there. And here we're going to agree. And now it has been bound, and here in the Google Home app, it has already added that to Google Home. So then we're going to go to Devices, and we're going to scroll down to the In Your Home section, and there you can see the Aqara Smart Lock U100 is locked. So if I press and hold, I can then see that it is currently locked. Let's tap and hold. It will then unlock, and then I can hold down again to lock it. So that's really great. It was able to quickly integrate into Matter. Since the Alexa app doesn't connect to Matter, if we go under the lock, then we go to Settings, here we have Other Platforms. And then here we have Alexa. And now we can enable voice unlocking. Now that we have done that, let's head back to the Alexa app. We're going to tap Menu. Here we're going to go to Skills, search for Aqara. There we have Aqara Home. Then we need to enable to use. Sign into our account. The skill has now been linked and it's going to connect our devices. And here it found one generic lock. Great. So now we're going to add that here into the Office. So up here at the top we have locks, and here we have the basement door. So now we can tap to lock it. And so here unlocking is disabled by default. So if I go to Settings, and then I can unlock using the app, and now it makes me sign into my account. So now that's on, and I can also unlock by voice. And here we can choose a PIN. Alexa, lock basement door.
Locking. Hang on. The basement door is locked.
Alexa, unlock basement door.
What's your voice code for basement door?
4649.
Unlocking. Hang on. The basement door is unlocked.
Now, one of the great things about the Aqara U100 is the deep integration within the Apple HomeKit ecosystem. So if you have an Apple Watch or a newer iPhone, you are able to use Apple HomeKit to instantly unlock the device. Let's set that up. So here on my phone, I'm going to add an accessory, and then I'm going to take off the panel of the lock, and here we're going to name it Basement Door. And now it's asking us to add it to HomeKey. So HomeKey is going to be able to allow me to unlock it with my compatible iPhone as well as Apple Watch. So the HomeKey for Brett's home is available in Wallet and can be used to unlock doors in this home. So then we also have the option for Express mode. So unlock doors by holding your iPhone near the lock. So let's go ahead, turn on Express mode. You can also have it so it does require Face ID or the passcode. And with access codes, residents and guests of this home can unlock this door by entering an access code on the keypad, okay? So you can all adjust that right from the Home app. And so here you can choose a 6 to 10 digit code with access to unlock the door. And there we got a notification that access code was added to Apple Home. So here we can turn on automation, so we can have it automatically unlock if somebody comes home, or if we leave, we can have it automatically locked. So lock has been added to Brett's home. Great, let's view in the home. So here we have the basement door. I can swipe up to unlock. And it did it no problem. If I want to lock it, I can then lock it just like that. Perfect. And so if the door is unlocked and we want to lock it with Siri, we can say, "Hey Siri, lock basement door."
Locking the office.
And just like that, it will lock. And then we'll get notifications wherever we have those enabled. So then if we tap the settings here, we can see more about it. We can see battery life. We can add it to the home view. We can include it in the favorites. Here we then have the option to manage access. So here are the people in the home. And then here we can add guests. So if we want other guests to have access to the lock, we can set that up right here and we can give them an access code as well. So then if at any time I don't want the dog walker to have access to the door anymore, I can then turn it off right there. So let's go ahead and try out the home key with the iPhone and Apple Watch. So the lock is locked and I want to unlock it. Just like that. Wow, that is amazing. And then if we want to use home key on the Apple Watch, we just need to go into our apps and wallet. And here we have our home key, and I double press to use and I hold near the lock. And just like that, the door is open. So after using the Aqara U100 for a few weeks now, it is so nice to finally have a smart lock that has it all. It has quick fingerprint recognition. You can set all kinds of different PIN codes. You can automatically have it lock when you leave the home with different automations. You can have it be working with all your different smart home assistants. You can have it give you an alarm if you leave the door open or if it doesn't shut properly. You can have it automatically lock as soon as you shut the door or after a certain time period or different times during the day. Really, this lock has it all. So I would highly recommend you guys check out the link in the description below so that you can learn more about the U100 and pick one up to make your home more secure. And if you have any further questions, please let me know down in the description. If you want to learn more about your smart home, make sure you hit subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.